This is like the height though. I mean, it doesn't even matter the price tag, like Eddie Van Halen's guitar.
Right.
It's like this and Hendrix are the two that are like any guitar player would freak. I've been doing a good job withholding my freakouts from you guys because I want to be civil.
No, you're fine.
But this is Eddie Van Halen's guitar, and it's in my studio. What do you say about this? So you guys remember when I played that Eric Clapton Stratocaster? Well, that company, Gotta Have Rock and Roll, got in touch with me and asked if I'd like to play a couple more historic guitars, including this one. Maybe the most iconic guitar in the world. This was one of the main guitars that Eddie used on the 5150 tour. It's called the Dugan guitar because his guitar tech, Kevin Dugan, as you can see here, this is a gift to him. You can see this in a lot of the concert footage of the 5150 tour. This guitar or its sister guitars. He played all the Van Halen hits on this guitar. As you can see, he's tinkered with it as he likes to do. It's a workhorse. It's just a machine, and it's in my hands. This guitar is going up for auction on the Gotta Have Rock and Roll auction website. Check out the link in the description. They have thousands of items of memorabilia, signed albums, pictures. I have my eye on this AC/DC signed album. I think it's going for like 300 bucks right now. Maybe I'll grab that and put it in my collection, but luckily I get to at least play this guitar owned by Eddie Van Halen, played on the 5150 tour. What does it sound like? What does it feel like? I'm gonna get into all that and give you some Eddie Van Halen tips and tricks along the way. This channel started just a few years ago. I was in an apartment with a couple guitars and a $100 interface, uploading videos every day that nobody watched. Eventually, a couple people started watching, and now here I am holding the most famous guitar in the world. So, I don't know what to say about that, other than I'm very grateful. Thank you for watching. Now let's get into it. Last time I played Eric Clapton's guitar, I said, "That's it, I've peaked." And apparently that was merely the base of the mountain. Now I have peaked. I can't go any higher. And now, what are they gonna sell this thing for? $1 billion? I don't know. And this guitar was hand striped by Eddie Van Halen. And he had a few different guitars that he used on the 5150 tour. Each one is a little bit different because the striping can't be replicated exactly the same as it's done by hand. It's sort of like each guitar is its own fingerprint. And this is a cool letter of authenticity from Kevin Dugan, the owner of this guitar originally. And as you can see, Eddie actually signed it once when he got the guitar and then once later on in 1995, so he signed it 2 different times, hence the dates there. Apparently this guitar was stolen from the studio where Kevin was working, and he knew who it was, found out who it was, put the guy in jail, got the guitar back, and that's why Eddie signed it a second time. As this note says, this guitar has a genuine and illustrious history. This is the Dugan guitar. Kevin Dugan, the guitar tech for Eddie. This was a gift to him. So I can't really go up. The bridge is locked, so I can't pull up on the harmonics. As you can see, I can't go up on this bridge, but I can go down a little bit. I've never seen a Floyd Rose like this, because Floyd Rose that I'm used to, there's an indentation, like a cavity in the body, so the thing can go up and down. Spans the full gamut that you would need for dive bombs. I can't stress how different this feels than a modern Floyd Rose setup, where the bar is further away from the body and you kind of have more room to work with. I can't get over how low the action is. It just plays itself. Oh, you know what? These aren't even locked. That is so funny. Normally these things are locked with a Floyd Rose so the strings stay in tune, but this guitar is so awesome it doesn't really go that far out of tune even when the tuners aren't locked. Wow, okay. Well, that makes tuning a lot easier, I guess. So I'm going to use part of this video to go over what I think made Eddie Van Halen's guitar styles and techniques so influential. People's interpretations of his techniques, I think, varies, and that's what makes it great, is the influence he has affects people in different ways. So I'm going to give you my interpretation of his techniques and how I sort of apply them to my own playing, and you can give them a shot if you're inclined. The first thing, obviously, tapping. Fun fact, Eddie actually did that with a delay pedal, turning the time knob all the way down to get that octave. I got as close as I can with the dive bomb there. But regarding his tapping, people will always cite the eruption style stuff. But what I think is also worth highlighting regarding his tapping was the bending of the string while he taps these melody lines. He almost treated the guitar like a harpsichord. Whatever came out of his head came out on the fretboard, and that's really the ultimate goal as a musician, is for your thoughts to become manifested through music on whatever tool you're using. This is a tool, as I've mentioned. It's a beautiful tool, a rock and roll tool, but a tool all the same. Now we're gonna go through a couple quick little tricks, EVH tricks. This is a trill that includes a pick slide as well. This is Eddie's pick, by the way. Did I mention that? We also have this cool unison note ascending pattern or descending, depending on how you want to play it. An influence that I've taken from Eddie. I just love this sound. It's like almost like an alien video game sound. And if you want to, you can add in a couple other scale tones. Eddie was really experimental around harmonics, and natural harmonics, pinch harmonics, artificial harmonics. They were all right in his wheelhouse, and I want to show you just the basic foundation of how to create a pinch harmonic, and then I want to show you how Eddie changed the game with these things. So basic pinch harmonic is going to have our pick hitting the string and then immediately after grazing it with the flesh of our thumb. So a normal note would sound like this. Pinch harmonic would sound like this. And depending where you attack the string is going to change the pitch of the pinch harmonic. Say that 28 times fast. So that was kind of Eddie's calling card. It's a very fun sound, and I'm pretty sure he may have been the guitar player who had the most fun on the stage, if his antics are any indication. But this is a very like joyous kind of clowning around sound. I'll play my my knockoff Eddie Van Halen riff and let you know what those pinch harmonics can do. Sticking on the harmonic train, while you're doing this pull-off, you're going to activate the harmonic by grazing the string with your pinky, and it will create this sound. Well, I have to say, if this is once in a lifetime, then I've had a pretty sick lifetime already. I think I see some blood on here. Get some of that. Little mojo. So Eddie was a kind of a master with the effects. He would famously use flanger and phaser to his many delights, and a couple of cool things that maybe you didn't realize about what he was actually doing. The intro to Atomic Punk, I thought he was kind of just using a phaser and then really quickly, sort of like a DJ scratching vinyl, but what he was actually doing was using an echoplex or some sort of echo effect with an extremely quick slapback sound to create this almost double-timed well, I don't even know how to describe it, just listen. So this is my regular sound with the phaser. And then this is the slapback sound. So basically what he would do is rub the strings and then quickly turn that on to double up the speed, but he never stops this rhythm. Pretty cool. And then of course, famously his intro to Ain't Talking About Love uses a phaser that kicks on a flanger just for a couple notes. Now this is my, hey mom, can we get some Unchained? And the mother says, no, we have some Unchained at home, honey. But he does the same thing with the flanger kicking in just on the heavier notes. I think I want to quit while I'm ahead. I don't want to break any strings on the King's guitar. I still can't get over the fact that these were unlocked the whole time, and I was like, yes, yes, yes. I could have just been tuning it. And the fact that it stayed in tune so well the whole time. I can't believe I'm holding this thing.